Hi, I'm Kenny Anderson, Director of Multicultural Affairs for the City of Huntsville, and welcome to Impact. Each week we bring you information about exciting things that are happening in our city, and today will be no different. I'm delighted to have as guests today individuals who are going to share information about an event that is becoming an annual event and one that lots of people look forward to participating in each year. It's called AshaKiran, a Ray of Hope, and we're going to learn all about that event today. I want to introduce my guest first of all. Alka Bhargav Khanijow is with us. She is the co-chair of the 2015 event. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you so much, Kenny, and I'm really happy to be here today.
And Seme Nasseri is the other co-chair of this event. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you very much, and thank you for letting us come and share what AshaKiran does.
Always. I mean, I think this is just a great event, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to not just represent the multicultural flavor of our city, but also talk about a very, very interesting, unique, and exciting event that takes place each year. So thank you both once again, and thank you for co-chairing the event. That's got to be pretty cool. I mean, you've got one another's back to kind of lean on and move forward in the process. So
absolutely.
Must be a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
It's fun and a little bit pushy sometimes to get things done.
Well, you know, it's interesting whenever you're coordinating something, how those kinds of things come out, and then the finished product comes and people see it and they have no idea what went on behind the scenes to get somebody there. And as a planner myself, I know I appreciate more going to things and seeing the end result, because I know what it takes often in order to be able to produce it. And I know you guys are working really hard. You got a great team. I think the first thing I want to do, though, is before we even talk about AshaKiran, a Ray of Hope, the event, I want people to know what AshaKiran is, because that's an obvious question people would have. People may not be familiar with it. I know before I became Multicultural Affairs Officer, I didn't know what AshaKiran was, but over the last couple of years, I have been joined at the hip almost with this organization that's doing some amazing things in our community. So talk a little bit about what AshaKiran is.
Well, it's wonderful that you are partnering with us in the community. AshaKiran was founded in 2006, and the founder was Bhavani Kakani. And the main goal was to provide an organization that would assist individuals of South Asian descent in their moments of crisis. And there could be any number of crises. It could be someone's experiencing domestic violence, somebody's going through depression, suicidal, different crises that individuals face on a daily basis in our society. But being of a different culture, sometimes you don't have access to either organizations that have the language skills to help or are culturally able to understand the different aspects, layers of issues that a person from different cultures face in our community.
And you make a great point, because oftentimes we think about life as it's lived on a daily basis. People are fairly routine in how they approach it, but oftentimes challenges come up. And if you are, let's say, a Huntsvillian or an American, you kind of know where to go, sort of, or at least you can walk around and stumble around and probably come across services that provide those kinds of opportunities to get the help you need. But if you do come from another country, or you live in a certain community and you don't have the kinds of resources perhaps that someone else may have, this provides a wonderful opportunity to be able to create a sense of community, as well as provide support for others.
Absolutely, and AshaKiran is probably the only organization of its kind in Alabama in this area. So they get referrals from really a wide area in Alabama and even in neighboring Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I had you on the show, because you keep making great points. This really has become a kind of a clearinghouse of sorts.
Correct.
For people in this region, because you think about it, you're absolutely right. We've got neighboring states, Tennessee, we've got Georgia, we've got some other areas that may not exactly have the services, Mississippi, but you also have the whole state of Alabama, where as you get further toward the southern part of the state, that these resources just are not there all the time.
That's true.
Correct.
And so here's a great opportunity to be able to provide that service. People ask me when I told them the first time that I was going to AshaKiran's event, and it's a Ray of Hope. They said, well, what is AshaKiran? What does that mean? And AshaKiran means
Ray of hope. Asha is the word, is the Hindi word for hope, and Kiran literally means a ray.
A ray.
So AshaKiran is a ray of hope, and that's exactly what it is for the people of South Asian. And actually, in our mission statement now, we say AshaKiran is committed to educate, empathize, and empower persons of South Asian origin and beyond, because we are beginning to get referrals from individuals who don't fall into the straight box of South Asia. So we haven't yet found the word to say what encompasses beyond, but there are individuals being referred. So they assist these people while providing confidential and culturally sensitive services.
Which is interesting too, because I think that's a demonstration of recognizing that these needs are not experienced just by one group of individuals, and everyone doesn't always have the resources that they need to deal with things. And so for AshaKiran to be available and be willing to provide these events, these services, and have events like this that actually shine the light on the work that's being done, it's a great medium for information sharing and community awareness, but also to celebrate the great work that's done as a result of this organization being here. I know I'm very happy that this organization is a part of this community.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And you just continue to do great things. I know I've been to some seminars and workshops that AshaKiran has done, and they always seem to be designed to improve the quality of people's lives.
Exactly. We try to empower the people by giving knowledge back to the community. I myself, I do the tax update every year. So we inform people about the new tax law and what they should and should not do on their taxes. So we empower the people to be more knowledgeable. And also a few months ago, we did the life skill, where we help the people to get organized, to have goals in life and achieve those stuff. And we get different speakers who come and talk about finance, organizations, health, things like that. So we're always trying to empower, and all these classes are free and they're open to the community. And so it's a great opportunity for oneself to improve oneself too.
Yeah. And AshaKiran is a 501c3, so it's
Yes.
a nonprofit organization. It does accept charitable donations.
It sure does.
And that made you smile.
Yes.
And I'm sure you'll show the website address at some point, but generally speaking, it is ashakiranonline.org. And that'll take you to our website where you can donate.
Right, and I think that's good too, and we'll tell them that several times on the show, I hope, because that way they can, people that are watching the show can familiarize themselves with the work that you're doing. And I'm always running into people that are looking for good things to do in the community and good organizations that are making it happen, sound fiscal organizations who are really making an impact. And I know that AshaKiran is doing that. Great leadership, great team. And there's nothing that AshaKiran does that doesn't involve a team. I've never seen Bhavani standing out in the middle of a room all by herself trying to make things happen, much like I often find myself doing. I haven't really got the team thing together just yet, but it just seems like when she makes the call, it's just this amazing sea of support that comes out. Is that part of a cultural thing that is being experienced that I'm witnessing? I'm just curious because I really struggle with that a lot. I mean, I have a hard time getting people to kind of stand with me on things sometimes, but I've never seen that in an AshaKiran event. In fact, I'm walking around thinking, boy, they've got more than enough help around here. It's like, wow, it's amazing.
And what is so interesting is the volunteers are coming from different religion, different cultural background, from different countries, speaking different languages. So they don't all speak the same language or share the same religion. But once they come to do something positive, you see the whole, it's like a united nation getting together to do something back for Huntsville, for our community.
Yeah, it literally is.
I think it's the passion behind the shared goal, that we see this in our community and we want to make things better.
Yeah.
I think that's it. It's the shared goal, and then the synergy happens
Yeah,
because of that shared goal.
So I think I've got the passion part down pat, but I
Yeah.
got to get the synergy now, because passion minus synergy means I'm in the middle of the floor trying to make it happen myself. Unlike Bhavani, that has people everywhere making things happen. I'm like, wow, that's very impressive. You know, you've got this great event, many great events actually. We've got the Community Kite Festival once a year, and
It's coming up.
I'm working with that process well, and that's really exciting. And that takes place every late winter, early spring.
Right.
And so it's important to kind of think about how this organization really leaves its footprint on many parts of the community. And Seme, what you just said, I think, was really important. How independent of what a person identifies himself as,
Right.
that your organization is able to attract volunteers who
Yes.
recognize a common purpose,
Yes.
a common cause, something that they can really rally around and stand together on and support one another on. So people aren't talking about their differences per
No,
se.
they're not.
They're really focusing on this thing
Yes.
that unites people, that makes people better,
Yes.
that represents just this positive energy in the community.
True.
And that's got to be very rewarding.
Yes. We believe also that we in a community, you should not be just taking in everything and take advantage. You should also give back into the community and not wait for people to giving you stuff. It's giving back to the community where you're living to improve the generation, the next generation that's going to live in this community too.
That's awesome. Well, we've got the co-chairs of AshaKiran Array of Hope. The big event's coming up April 11th.
Correct.
We want people to put that on their calendar. Trinity United Methodist Church, where it takes place year after year.
Yes.
Big turnout whenever this thing happens. And tell us a little something about what you have on tap for this year.
So the event is going to be starting at about noon, and it ends at about 5. But the first 3 hours are really devoted to different activities, and I'll let Seme speak to that. But the 2 hours of the formal program start at about 3 p.m. and goes on till 5. And I'm really excited about the chief guest, because the chief guest, by the way, is Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. For those of you who are unfamiliar, she is an author of Indian origin. She is a professor at Houston University in Texas, Texas University in Houston, sorry. And she's a prolific writer. She has authored many books, and 2 of her books have been made into movies. One of them is Mistress of Spices, which got a lot of acclaim. She is a PhD from University of California in Berkeley, and she's just an amazing, amazing woman. She has just been named as one of the top 20 influential global Indian women, which is an amazing honor, amazing honor. And we're just honored to have a person of her caliber be our chief speaker, chief guest. And she was a founder for an organization similar to AshaKiran called Maitri in Houston, Texas. And that was like a helpline. And then she's also on the board of another group called Daya. Daya means, having sympathy for people and giving them charity. So she is very much in the mainstream of helping organizations such as AshaKiran. So we are delighted to have her here. Her books are prescribed to kids in schools. One of my all-time favorite books is Sister of My Heart. And then her recent most book, Oleander Girl, was on Oprah's reading list and has won a lot of acclaim.
So this is already a great event, but you all have really kind of taken it to the next level by bringing somebody of such prominence to this community, and somebody who I'm sure can connect with so many different groups of people, which is why we want lots of people to come out and be engaged and be supportive in this event. It's really amazing that year after year you continue to attract some really, really wonderful people, as I've been able to experience. This will be my 3rd year, and I'm just excited about that and looking forward to many more years in the future to see what happens as a result of this event. That's wonderful. So there are other things that are going to be happening throughout the day because we have a time frame between 12 and 5 when things
Yes.
are going to be going on. So if someone comes to AshaKiran, a Ray of Hope,
Yes.
on April the 11th at Trinity United Methodist Church, what can they expect?
Well, we also, every year when we do the Ray of Hope, we also choose a country that we would like to focus on. So Philippines is going to be the country of focus. So you'll see a little bit about their culture, about their clothes, about their music. And actually, to help us with that, Alabama A&M University Choir is going to do the national anthem, the Philippine anthem, and the Jeho song. So they are also award-winning choir group. So, and we are very happy they will be performing for us. And also, we'll be having a classical dance performance, Indian, by Notani, and they're coming all the way from Birmingham. So this is going to be a great event full of, there'll be food you can purchase over there, food vendors, clothes, jewelry, wonderful jewelry, and also a little few games for the kids to learn about different games that are out there that they can play with, and temporary tattoo. And recently I went for a wedding and they were playing a lot of Indian music over there. So they're going to teach you a little bit of Bollywood dances too, so and how to wear their sari and things like that. So it's going to be a great, awesome event. And the best thing about it, it's free. So we've got great people who are made donations for all these performers to come and participate. So we're looking forward for a great audience, people to come and enjoy this event. Bring your children, bring your family. It's a great event to come out and spend family time, enjoy food, music, and listen to the author and learn a little bit more.
You know, I'm glad you said it's free because we've been talking about all these great things.
Yes.
And if you're like me, you've been to conferences and other conventions and things that you spend hundreds of dollars on literally to travel and then accommodations and then get in the
Right.
conference and experience everything that the conference offers. And you all are bringing this to Huntsville
Yes.
for free.
Yes.
People simply
Yes.
have to put this on their calendar and come out and experience a wonderful, wonderful afternoon of culture right here in our community. Seme, you mentioned Birmingham, and
Yes.
I had the privilege last fall to go to Birmingham to see His Holiness Dalai Lama.
Right.
And it was a very amazing experience for me. That's his first trip to Alabama. It's my first time actually hearing him personally. I've missed him a couple of times at Emory when he's been down at Emory University, but I have to tell you, it was just an amazing experience. I went down as a volunteer actually to screen people coming in. I did that till everybody got in, and then I went in. I actually saw Bhavani when she got there and came in through the site that I was actually working on. But it was really an amazing thing. And as I shared with people when I came back home, you know, I said, I went to see Dalai Lama today. And they said, oh, really? And well, what was that like?
Right.
And I just shared how, for me, and this is how I described it, it was an experience of peace. It was an experience of wisdom. It was an experience of being able to reflect on many things and really do a lot of internal evaluation. But there was just such a peace about the experience that was so appreciative.
Right.
And I'm thankful to have those kinds of opportunities to experience multiculturalism. And I'm very grateful that an organization like AshaKiran makes this kind of commitment every year.
Yes.
My question is, what does this mean to you both to be able to participate in this event, to help spearhead the actual administration of it this year,
Right.
and also what it means for Huntsville to have something like this here?
Right.
So I'll speak for myself. I'm actually right now the executive director of a private foundation, supporting events and supporting individuals who are going through any kind of crisis or are at a disadvantage in some way is a personal passion for me. And being able to get together with our community and do something, bring something to our city that allows people here to experience something so different at a different level altogether, that is a motivating factor for me. And of course, you know, I myself am enjoying it.
Which always helps.
Yes,
When you
I
can do
myself
something that you really enjoy.
This is great. It's energizing. It's fun, and we're going to enjoy it. Besides just putting this together.
Yeah, yeah. Seme?
I agree with her. It's a multicultural. Huntsville is a multicultural little city, which is growing big and fast. And I've been here for now 22 years in Huntsville, and I'm seeing it grow. And people from other cultures are coming in here. So we want to share there. That's why every year we take a country and we focus on it and show the Huntsvillian, because those are the people that are living in Huntsville right now, and show what their culture, their music, and also we always want to do something that makes us feel better. That's why the River of Hope gives you the energy that you need to get up next day, Monday, and go back to work again.
You know, I like what you said too, because oftentimes and people are guilty of this across the board. We think about groups of people in terms of their racial or ethnic identity, and we just kind of lump them in one category, and we think they're all the same. But by highlighting a country and saying this is one country of many countries that compose the people of this region, and oh, by the way, the people of that region are different in their experiences. And oh, by the way, they speak multiple languages, and they have, you've got all these different things and different religions that are experienced. You've got all these kinds of things that happen as a consequence of that. And really, what you present for people is a great educational opportunity.
Yes.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, they've learned a lot that they can
Yes.
now go back
Yes.
as a result of that experience and share with others.
Yes.
And I really encourage parents to bring their kids, because this is a real live learning opportunity. Instead of reading something in a book, here you are experiencing it. And that's the best kind of learning that any kid can have.
It's hands-on, and
Yes.
I don't remember, Seme, you might have mentioned the food, but
Yes.
I remember the first year, this is probably one of the reasons I come back year after year, because the first year I went, I had just met Bhavani. In fact, I tell Bhavani all the time, she was the first person that called me when I got
Right.
this new position.
Right.
I didn't know her, but she said, I want to say welcome to the job, and I want to meet you, and that kind of thing. And so that's why I have a special place in my heart for her.
Right.
And I can't say no to her, but then everybody tells me they can't say no to her either. So I don't feel special in that way, but I just can't say no, because she's such a passionate and committed person.
She
And so
is.
she's walking me around from one booth to the next, and I'm just trying all these different kinds of food. And it was just, before I even got inside, it was such an amazing experience to hear the speaker that year. And it's just a great, great opportunity, like you said, to experience it firsthand and hands-on. So we want lots and lots of people to come out. Let's tell people again when it is, where it is, what time it is, how they can get more information. Let's give them that website again. Let's just give them lots of information now so they can know how to get connected.
One more thing I want to say. We do, even though the event is free, you can sponsor the event, and there are different levels of sponsorship. If you go on AshaKiranOnline.org, you can see those levels. And also, we're doing a silent auction. So even if you don't want to contribute, money, you can maybe donate an item that we can use in our silent auction.
All right, great.
And Seme, did you want to repeat
Yes.
the information?
Yes.
Yes, of course. And the good thing about it is open 12 to 5. So if you like to listen to the speaker, of course, she'll be starting about 3. But you can do your shopping, you can eat, and enjoy the music. And the performance will be also coming on stage. And also we will have some auction items, silent auction items will be there, so participate in those. And also we have some Audi dealership is going to give it like a 2-day free rentals, and Cotton Row has a $200 gift. So we have a lot of goodie bags for you to come over there and win.
Where can people get that information from?
Yes, it's going to be at the Trinity Baptist Church on April 11th. 2015, and it's going to be there from 12 to 5, and bring your family and enjoy a wonderful day full of good food, music, and
And your website?
Yes.
Where can people get that information?
www.AshaKiranOnline.org.
All right, and everything they want to know is right there.
everything is there.
There were these really, really delicious onion things, and I can't remember what they were,
pakoras,
Yes.
samosas.
Yeah, no, that's what it was.
Samosa?
No, the
Pakoda?
first- yes,
All right.
that's what it was. Absolutely delicious.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
And we in the South love our fried food, and that is delicious.
One way or the other, fried.
Listen, ladies, it's been wonderful talking to you. Alka, Bhargav, Khanijow, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Kenny, for having me.
And also Seme Nasseri.
Thank you very much, and it was always, thank you for letting us come here and share this event to everybody, and hope everybody's going to make it and come.
Thank you. They're the co-chairs of the 2015 AshaKiran Ray of Hope event that takes place on April the 11th at Trinity United Methodist Church. You want to go to www.ashakiranonline.org for more information. In the meantime, I'm Kenny Anderson. We hope that we will see you again on our next edition of the broadcast. And as always, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.